Good trades if you're good with your spacing, but oftentimes when it feels like, you know, I think she was just a better top laner at this moment in time, the Nars can kind of just get abused in some of these lanes like this. At level 1, his ability to lifesteal isn't huge, but at least it keeps him relatively happy. We do have a Pantheon coming in, and Barrel's just dead, so all this talk about Barrel's fiddlesticks and their winning lane state and stuff like that. Sponge just hit 6 first.
Not many champions can walk up to you now, Rich.
Shoot, about to get his ult, and the ult just misses, so, I mean, they can still go for it with Permafrost, and Rich, yeah, he's gonna bounce straight into a Sejuani, and you see his reaction. He is not happy. The timing, we're diving top, and we're diving bot. Rich in a lot of trouble. I think he's just dead, but the top lane, oh, he's able to trade back, actually, on a barrel, but Xiu, he is tanking it up, but actually Lazy Feel sticking around for the kill, and he gets taken down. Meanwhile, this time, I don't know if he can outplay this one. He is gonna dash, but yeah, one more auto with the soldier gets it done. All right, well, Xiu, he's been through this before, right? We do have an ult, and it's when he's in the mist. Now we have Pantheon showing up, but a little bit late to the party. I think it's still okay. No mist. Sponge gets he was intending on going over the wall. He's kind of gonna dodge the ult.
Thank you, Brendan.
Yeah, no problem. Just clearing that up for you.
I mean, this is pretty good for DRX, all things considered. They lost the Herald anyway. That I don't think you get away. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
So
control of Banana Brush, which is going to make this much better. The Fear comes in, and that's a very interesting Nico ult. He has to flash away just to survive, I guess, using that ult. But now it's just a flip, and it does go to Sponge, as now Barrel goes over the wall. A lot of low health.
I think that'd be copyrighted by the Bee Gees.
Yeah, that makes sense. We're diving Xiu again, and yeah, I think he's just dead. Even Gwen can sustain against that, but now they're just going to start Otacon. First smite already used by Lucid. They want to just get this one down as soon as possible.
I think they should have it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of pings to fight here. Like, maybe Andal just jumps in, but he's alone.
No.
So, just give it away. So, yes, they kill Xiu, but...
They get a kill, and they get a tower, and they lose Otacon.
I think I would take the Otacon.
I think I would take the Otacon.
But it's a lot of tempo for DRX right now.
If they get this tower, then I think it's actually worth the DRX.
You're going to hit a lot of item spikes. Like maybe you get your Leandries for UCal, and you try to fight for some of these Drakes that are coming up.
Just chunked. And just the threat of the team fight power. Enough to force them away. Okay, he's fine. If you look where the gold is, UCal doesn't have his second item yet. Showmaker already does. Lucid is down 1,000, but come inside the shroud. Yeah. You're like, yeah, I'm fine to do this.
Pretty much everybody. And now they're engaging on the Sejuani in a really bad spot. A huge amount of damage into Sponge, who is just CC'd, not able to put the shield up. Barrel, weird spot for him. Rich is going to jump in. The rest of the team was backing away. The rest of the team was running away. You had already lost the guy.
Maybe Rich hasn't encountered much Fiddlestick support in solo queue, because I'm not sure why he went for that play.
Baron?
But the expectation was always you're just going to get feared. And now, yeah, it's 5v3, no jungler on the map. Sponge does have ult, though, so they need to make this sharp.
Yeah.
This isn't so sharp. This
Barrel's getting an angle. He does not have his ult, so it's clearing out vision, I guess.
It should be good. They have smite.
Yeah, there's nothing really they can do without the Pantheon, who's still not alive. 1 second, and that's exactly when the Baron goes. Call right now, 1-800-DRX.
That's pretty short to be a phone number. Are you surprised that the Gold King is that far ahead of everyone else?
No. It's just the way it goes.
This is getting chunked here, though.
Yeah.
The Shiwu
finish, and now here's the engage from Andal. Catches 4, but nobody, not a single person follows up. Xiu, meanwhile, frontlining, and he's just going to go down. Still advantage here for the side of DK. Oh, and the double Q and the double ult. They both flash over the wall just to get away. It was pretty far in the enemy jungle, so they weren't able to quite follow up right away.
Does mean they'll secure Soul, though. Not much you can do about that one. Sponge does have ult. I don't think he's going to be back in time to try and suicide for the steal. This will be secured by D+. Barrel getting a lot of value out of the ult, because I think he just
stopped in the face. You're like, what the hell? It's not even supposed to do that.
I really deserve to take 110 damage at level.
Yeah, you count. That's that arm guard. Gonna come into big effect, and now Lucid in a bit of trouble. He is being chunked down, but now Barrel comes in, saves his jungler, and keeps the team alive, does a bunch of damage. Now the follow-up, though, on in, and a big sweep from UCal might be enough, but Shiu finally able to show up, but I don't think it's enough for the team, as Lazyfield got in the back line and totally cleaned up the entire DK team. As Lucid, he had to abandon ship a long time ago. He's not in the fight anymore. Does Shiu get out here?
He does have Chemtech Soul active.
He's just gonna dash into the turret. So dies to Andil, which is, you know, we had Barrel who had ulted before, Lucid had ulted, and yeah, they killed Pantheon, and then their damage dealers were just able to do whatever they wanted because nobody had any CC left.
Now DRX have the Baron.
It's free Baron.
No other reason.
That is the theme of today.
Yeah.
Be engaged just because.
Yeah. You could not fight, but why would you do that when you could fight?
Yeah. It's a lot more fun to fight. This is a game of violence, okay?
It's just still mind-blowing to me. This team was 5-1. And now we're 5-7.
They were 5-1.
Yeah, they were 5-1. And now, pretty big gold lead open up, about 5,000. And with Eldrin
so it could be worse.
I feel like Barrel's fishing for an ult, but I feel like he always is, so.
Yeah.
Just send it, Barrel. I want to see him do it. I want to see him just go for it.
All eyes on Barrel.
There we go.
He's doing it. He's going to get a big one. Catches the front line, but it is Sponge. He kills Andil, though, and that's the big takeaway. UCal at least able to sweep them away. But again, the timing of this is the most important bit because we have Elder up and available. Yeah, some low health bars as well, so I think you should feel confident to look for this. Sponge has got flash and ult. He can make it into this if he wants. UCal's going to recall on TP. TP comes out from Shiru. He's just picked up a Shadow Flame. Yeah. It's all in for the Elder flip. Well, that's challengers, baby. We do need a jungler for DRX if it's going to be a true flip. Instead, they're just turning on a Rich, and he basically gets 3 into the wall. Showmaker not going to go down, though, and Lazyfield is so deep he just dies. Although they do trade it here for Showmaker. Lucid getting low himself, but the follow-up is just not there. Sponge by himself has to flash away, and aiming might just look to solo the Elder down. A little bit of help from Lucid. And they should be able to get it, even though they're a bit injured while they're doing it. She also going to just take him down. GA available, and they'll give the kill over to Shiu. The better strat of just not getting hit by the Fiddle ult, and then you don't need the QSS.
So smart.
So maybe wasted gold on the QSS.
The thing is,
not exactly.
They don't have Baron, so...
I mean, the wave clear is it's okay. Oh, very nice angle here for Lucid. That's going to be an easy cleanup on a UCal. And now your wave clear of the Azir is gone. So now, looking for the end here is DK with 40 seconds of Elder buff. Not going to get the knock up here on a Rich. No ult available for Showmaker either, but the burn is coming in.
Silence.
Yeah, that is a big silence coming in. And now, Barrel over the top with the ult. Don't quite have a lot of damage in a Rich, actually, as they all live, and the wave is not here.
That looks like DRX are a little bit too timid to contest.
It's just the Baron. And they only lost their mid inhibitor. It feels like DK should have been able to do more, but not quite.
This is pretty great from Lucid. Catches him off guard. Doesn't get a chance to react. Goes down.
It's coming up in two minutes.
Yeah, okay. Just keep getting objectives. Just keep going.
Flash down. Lucid taking damage too. Poke War going the way heavily of DRX already. And now it's DRX that have position. Andil looks for the engage. Again, no follow-up, though. And now we have it going to the Gwen! Of all people, Lazyfield going in. They try to take out aiming, and they will get him down to his GA, but that's not enough to win the fight here, as the Elder buff will just execute everybody. And they only got aiming's GA, and that's it. DK will push and probably just end the game.
It feels so anticlimactic, but how did the Gwen get the Elder? I'm going to need to see that again. No doubt we'll be seeing it in the post-match breakdown. But, you know, UCal, Sponge, and Rich, none of them use flashes. To be fair, a lot of summoners still available. It kind of felt like once the Elder was gone, the wind went out of the sails of DRX, and they really did just sort of flop. D+, over the course of this game, they were generally ahead, but there were some throws here and there. They will close out the game and go to a 1-0, but it's still not the convincing wins you'd hope from D+, but a game win they sorely needed.
Meanwhile, this time though, UCal's gonna get over here first. Lucid does have to flash.
That being said, if it's about joining the fight first.
Yeah. Rich ult Siu, who now is gonna flash away and is incredibly low. Showmaker just looking for that angle though, trying to bait them into this one was DK, and it will be very successful. UCal not able to help them out at all. And then it went into Ocean and Mountain, right? And then we had Hextech. Maybe we didn't have Hextech in the last game, actually.
Remember how we had that Chemtech bug?
Chemtech? I was just kidding. And TP comes out, and now they engage after the fact. Ondo, though, is going to get away. Nice kick here on a Sponge. And DK will get the first kill. It is a Cloud Soul, in fact. Ooh, that's going to miss. Lucid going in, taking a bunch of damage, but his laser field is low as well. 1Q takes him out, follows him on the flash. As UCal desperate to do the damage, but aiming is essentially a tank compared to all these low health members, trying to land a stun, but he just flashes away.
Will Lucid do it?
No. No, yes, he will. He actually will. He's still at flash. And that's why. And now he's got another Q, gets the execute. And Rich, the only one to get
to clean up.
Trying to engage here. They don't have flash on aiming. He's just going to try to dodge it, but he just gets chunked. 100-0. Down he goes. Showmaker in a bunch of trouble as well. It's 2 kills now to DRX. And a nice turn.
He's not a Noah.
He hasn't heard it enough.
Yeah.
We need to tell him more.
Need to tell him again.
Drift? What's drift, Egon?
No, you can't do this anymore.
Laser field too low.
Stop. This flash
okay.
even.
They're just sticking around. They're just going to culling it down, and it goes to Xintao. They actually get it, and a big ult in the front line is going to take out the Rel already. The follow-up damage, though, is big from DK. But they really need to get a lot out of this fight for it to be worth it for them. Doesn't look like it will be. DRX only lose Sponge.
And Lucid now looking for Sponge.
Yeah, Sponge, awkward spot, gonna get kicked, but UCal is here, immediately stunned. They try to turn onto Sponge now. The Magnet Storm is big, and Sponge isn't able to do anything as they're all within the circle, and he gets taken out. And now, are they gonna take down Lucid? The answer is absolutely not. Aiming says, well, you can culling, we'll just take your brother down. As they take out UCal. She wasn't even here.
He just doesn't miss these sonic waves.
Siu gives him the big thumbs up, and he's just gonna knock him away. But okay, no stun just yet. Siu still faster.
Just keep running, Siu.
Running towards the turret.
You're dead.
Flash on in. I don't think Rich had to flash because laser field was coming down.
It's not about having to flash. It's about sending a message. That's the thing you gotta understand.
Yeah. I guess.
So, a little bit of a dub, but not so much feisty. Oh, TP comes in. Rich has ult.
Yeah, Showmaker.
Rich is the carry?
Oh, he's setting up another one. I think Showmaker's just gonna die, yeah, with the shield. UCal just lives.
Guys, is Rich like just on fire, right? It's not. It just procs such a much longer range, like that, like it was proc on barrel.
Oh, big damage on a Sponge. Siu a little bit behind the play though, and a really nice brawl knockup to prevent the damage from coming in after barrel engages. And so now DRX in a good spot here in this fight as well. Rich he is untouchable. Lucid has to go in onto the Scion just to get away, but he's running straight at UCal. And another slow is gonna come down. DK sticking around for this one. TP coming down. And yeah, they're just gonna abandon ship. Very interesting.
Wait,
he's the carry, okay? He's here.
He just TP'd like 5 meters, you know?
That's Aura right there, okay?
This is his jungle, right? He's got a lumberjack skin.
Yeah.
Look at that big axe.
Yeah, he's got a really big axe.
Look at him chop.
Oh,
got the cannon.
Cannon, that was close.
Yeah. Not beating Sponge for damage taken though. He's leading the jungle.
Just send it for the Instagram, I think.
Send it. It's oh, short wall.
They're caught behind the wall. Lucid gonna get it though, and he gets out as well. And yeah, he gets over to the Krugs. He's totally fine. I think Showmaker's not.
He's the sacrifice.
That's fine.
They expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
All right, Showmaker. Yeah. Well, they get the consolation prize, and they give the kill over to UCal.
The tip is Lucid does want to go in, but it's very dangerous.
I feel like they should have started this much earlier and set up a wall. Like, they might just get it anyway. As yeah, it's Cloud Soul, Lucid a bit late to the party. And now we got the setup here. Looks like Andal going to hold up the door, but nobody else is really able to get in. Very nice kick to set this one up. As the Scion, we will really test if we can kill the Scion. I think eventually with 5 people on him, they will. So DK win the fight, but they lose the soul.
Oh! The Unending Despair nearly killed him there.
Yeah.
Well, in terms... Okay, if you look at KDA, yes, Sponge's KDA is pretty rough. If you look in terms of objectives secured, he's going good. I do think D+, they can't end, I say tentatively.
A tentative non-end state.
I don't think they can end.
She was really strong.
Andal's up, no, they can't end. With on Brom's shield, you know? So, little bit misleading.
Okay, we're just going in. Sponge kicked over the wall. Walking Smite is not living very long, and he's just dead.
Yep.
You know, Lee Sin really good at getting inside the Crescent Guard.
Yeah, I also think that if you look at the KDA and the items and the gold and stuff, I'm not surprised Lucid won that fight. At all. He was the walking Smite. He is not walking anymore. Rich is in.
Yukal sending it.
Showmaker's on a flank.
Okay. Maybe gonna kill Barrel here, and they do. Meanwhile, Showmaker is very far behind, just zoning everybody away.
Yeah, he's can't kill Rich.
Offering himself as sacrifice once again. He's pretty fast. No, he's not fast anymore.
Just let him go.
It is Baron here for DK.
Whoa.
Rich?
I think they actually can just kill you, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know about this one, Rich. Yeah, he's just dead. And a nice shock blast from Shu to finish. Lazy Feel was in his sights for a moment.
What did DRX have? The Walking Smite. They just need to survive for a minute 40.
Trade actually goes through.
Yes, I don't think...
No, I don't think you're winning.
It's one of those out of the deal moves, you know?
Yeah.
One of the greatest... And Lucid's on the flank. Guys, protect the Walking Smite. He is the objective.
He's about to aggro onto the objective. He might be able to get in there.
Yeah, DRX feel very disjointed. They're TPing it. Oh, it's a flip. It's happening.
Yukal's got a great angle here for a wall. Well, he's going to put up a wall, but Lucid's in. And it's just going to leash. And aggro in. Sponge, keep him alive. And he'll do the job.
No, the
no! Oh, but he's able to survive in the Crescent Guard. They can't take him down and they get the Rel. And now Shu taking a massive amount of damage as well. Lucid desperate to do something, but DRX are just winning the fight. Shu comes back from the dead, but it doesn't matter. He's dead again. And now they can just push bot and end the game.
They don't even need the Walking Smite. He just fought. The Smite wasn't needed. They managed to succeed on the mission. They managed to get it done. DRX gonna be able to close this one out, and D+ focused on the L to end up losing the fight. The 167 Xin Zhao who could. A man with a mission.
Quest complete. They did it. 10 seconds on Barrel is not enough. And it's just done. They're down golds. Doesn't matter. And we're on the DK side of Wall Park right now. It's very quiet as they are stunned by this loss here in Game 2. They should take down Barrel because, well, might as well boost your stats, and that they will. The Nexus goes down, and we will have a Game 3. You just ate them. Looks like it does go the way of Sponge, and now, oh, the belly boop. Get out of here. And now Showmaker's going in, and he's quite tanky, but the follow-up finally does come down. First blood does go to the Gragas, but immediately Lucid going to pick up a kill.
And they'll just have flash.
Yeah, just waiting to hold it. And there it is. Oh! Okay, he's fine. And Galio does a bit of AP on the side. You know, it kind of plays itself.
Oh, speaking of which.
Yeah, here we go. There it is, the Camille and the Galio. Rich not really able to do anything. He is going to flash, though, and the damage is still there. The follow flash comes to
flip the beard.
While we're engaging here on aiming, the flash is avoided, and aiming gets out of the charm, but it's not really going to matter. The damage is still there. TP does come in. Aiming still incredibly low, and they're chasing Sponge down on the bottom side. The turnaround is there for DK. A Showmaker just keeping up with you, Cal.
Dead.
Waiting for his cooldowns. And eventually, with the taunt coming in, And a couple more hits.
And
And
cooldown anything.
an Infuriate ability.
I think.
That should be enough. There you go. They finally. Yeah. So like the dog eats the scraps from like the table, right?
He's actually a hot dog.
Yeah. So Beryl might just be dead, which I suppose he will enjoy. Yeah. The Q comes down and you
to TP into this fight.
actually cooked. Now they engage on a Lucid who doesn't have cooldowns, but he's got a Galio, and he goes untargetable, but the damage comes through, and he's the main target, or rather the main carry, and now he's out of the fight. It's LazyFeel. Just Beryl trying to get a kill on Ondel. It's not going to happen. Meanwhile, LazyFeel and UCal trying to land this here on a Galio. There it is with the charm, and that's another kill over to UCal. DRX in a good spot.
Think about this, right? Rich just completely cooked Chiu in the top lane, so she was not going to be able to TP, right? Yeah? You follow?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know Chiu can't TP. Why are you still trying to fight this? Oh, now he's TPing. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Rich is probably... Is he dead? He's got flash.
It was Ocean! Neither of us were right. Rich is... Yeah, he's dead. So... But...
Well, the
UCal's up here getting the turret.
The chance was being right was potential dive here on a Rich.
UCal is just consistently hanging out in top lane. Equalizer clears the wave.
They do have Herald, so...
Yeah. Should be just turret for turret. Looks like. UCal did it alone. TK at TK.
So games would go really long and no one could end.
So this time, I don't think the belly boop is going to help very much. Ondel doesn't even bother to flash. Lucid has other ideas as he goes untargetable, has to flash over the wall. Meanwhile, Ondel getting very low. Flash in from aiming just to try to kill a Gragas, but now they've got the combo. They find LazyFeel, but the knockup doesn't get him, but he's still trapped. And no, he's going to live actually for a little bit. And then he goes down as Rich is in a bit of trouble, and the chains are going to hit Sponge actually, who gives up his life for his top laner. And DK are able to convert this into a very nice fight. Combo in onto UCal, and Beryl will just take the kill and even survive here up against Rich. So DK another kill. Well, there's the turret, goes down.
And I think that makes it really difficult for teams because it's like...
We're just ulting in on a Rich. This is going very deep for the Rumble.
Well, they got the tower.
Yeah. Zoning ult from Lucid.
Lucid's pretty low now, though. And now DRX in a difficult position. Do we want to flip Baron or do we want to flip Atakan? Looks like it's Atakan.
Flip Atakan, yeah. You know, we chunked out the jungler. We can do Atakan.
I mean,
is what they say.
Pretty far.
They're doing a lot of damage. And Chain's gonna hit onto UCal. He's in a lot of trouble. And they just look for that mid laner. And now it's a flip. Guess what? We're flipping objectives again. And it goes the way of DK this time. As the 50-50 goes to Lucid. And now they still have the combo. The ult saves him for just a second. And now Rich is like, well, I lost my team. I guess I'll just walk towards DK and hope to join them. Sponge.
He's trying to join the jungle camps, I guess.
He's like, those wolves are pretty strong. I should try to join them.
Look, as we talked about earlier, we gave it a little bit of a lesson on statistics. I don't know if you remember last game. We go back and forth like this. Spike comes in, it's secured. You get that nice boost of XP and stats. But the fight was already pretty doomed. The fact that we saw UCal got caught out in this situation...
Not going to stop him from getting into the pit. Look, they had no vision control.
Brendan, there's a lot of things we don't have to do. But they wanted, they would like to do those things, okay?
Yeah.
They wanted to flip Atakan.
Clearly, yeah. As we saw.
It's exciting, right?
It was.
Doesn't it get your blood pumping when you're like, hey, we could just throw the game right now if this goes wrong?
They are not very risk averse.
Do you know why they do that? Because they could have gotten the win. They could have flipped the right way.
Even if they got Atakan, there's no guarantee they win. LazyFeel.
Doesn't that make it exciting?
It was very exciting. There wasn't a lot of action before that. But now there's a lot of action in favor of DK. So that's what they went for. UCal gonna get ulted here. Sponge barely surviving, but UCal not for very long. And he goes down too to aiming to sniping him. And now you're not getting away from this composition. Lucid looking to take out LazyFeel. Actually gonna lose the fight.
Showmaker, he's got this, land the Q.
Oh,
that's cheating. That's cheating.
Yeah. Actually cheating.
You have to throw the Q.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna allow that one.
Either way, I think the game is just over. Just like that. One Atakan flip into Baron into game. DK win. that's the story of this one, guys. And Andil find a little bit of time. But yeah, he's dead.
I have to pick a POM.
Good luck with that. So yeah, DK, the favored team, they win tonight. That's